Reaper, level 7 upgrade. And there they are, the blue aluminum shock caps. Now I ended up running into a problem that I've never had with the Traxxas RC before. I've been popping off the plastic shock caps on this RC a lot and starting to get really annoying. Aluminum ones are pretty much going to prevent that from happening. And this is incredibly easy to install. The first step is I need to remove the top screw and bottom screw on each one of these shocks. Now that I've taken off all the shocks, it's time to go ahead and open this thing up. I'm going to go ahead and just pull it off on the corner. And there is Traxxas high quality foam. Gotta love it. Now, it's just simple as pulling this thing out. Well, should be simple. There we go. Alright. Paper that can be pulled off, blah blah blah. I like to keep this high quality foam and use it for other things. Now, let's pop out one of these shock caps, and as you can see, they look gorgeous. So let's go ahead and install those new blue aluminum shock caps. Now I find it much easier to do this when you take off the shock spring, so I'm going to get to the bottom brace, pull it off, slide it off to the side, just like that. Remove the shock spring. Now, to remove the old plastic shock cap, I find if you get a small screwdriver, you can get enough leverage to easily turn it off. Unscrew this the rest of the way. Now I gotta make sure I get that bladder off. This I'm gonna have to set somewhere where it won't spill. Now is a good time to go ahead and fill that shock the rest of the way if it's low. If not, then all you have to do is get the old bladder out. So let's get this thing out of there. Be sure to use something that's not very sharp, and you don't want to puncture anything because this thing is made out of rubber. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the aluminum shock cap, stick it right in there. Make sure that it lays flat. Now that it's installed, I'm going to go ahead and get the shock and screw it on there and hand tighten it. You don't want to tighten it too much, otherwise you'll mess up the bladder in there and it's going to leak oil. Not a good thing. Next, I can go ahead and reinstall the shock spring. Push that back down, reinstall the bottom shock spring brace. And I am done with this shock. Now it's time to do the 3 others. Now that all 4 shocks are done, I can go ahead and reinstall them to the RC. Here's before. And here is after. It's a small little detail, but believe me, it does look good having more of that blue theme going out throughout this RC. And that was Reaper's level 7 upgrade.